Did Harry Potter get the ending he deserved? Hello there, and welcome to today's video, where I'm asking the question, did Harry's final career as an Auror make sense for his character? Now, before we start examining Harry's other career options, let's first look at Harry's choice of being an Auror, and find out exactly why it's not quite a fitting end for this iconic character. It feels kind of weird to be recording this video without, the robes on. But at the very least, I am still wearing, the Harry Potter merch. So, something. The canon ending of Harry's journey finds him working at the Ministry of Magic as an Auror, or, for the uninitiated, a dark wizard catcher. On the surface, this seems like the perfect ending for Harry. I mean, he is responsible for defeating pretty much the greatest dark wizard of all time, and he's a pretty good duelist, and he's wanted to be an Auror since he was 14 years old. But when you look just a little bit deeper, you realize that Harry being an Auror was a terrible choice for his character. The first and most immediate problem has to do with the Elder Wand. See, unlike the movie, which honestly I reckon made the right choice to destroy the Elder Wand, thus kind of destroying its power forever, Harry in the books instead intends to return the wand to Dumbledore's tomb and allow the wand's power to break with his own death, saying the following.
"I'm putting the Elder Wand," he told Dumbledore, who was watching him with enormous affection and admiration, "back where it came from. It can stay there. If I die a natural death like Ignotus, its power will be broken, won't it? The previous master will never have been defeated. That'll be the end of it."
Firstly, it's established that death isn't required for the Elder Wand to pass hands. Just being disarmed is good enough. So Harry's being pretty arrogant to think that he'd never get disarmed again for the rest of his life. I mean, come on, accidents happen. People have off days. It's very possible that Harry gets disarmed at some point in his life. A fact made kind of worse by the realization that Harry revealed the truth of the Elder Wand to every combatant at Hogwarts. And all of this is a problem before you remember that Harry chose a career that will see him dueling against powerful dark wizards for the rest of his adult life. But, ignoring the thorny issues around the Elder Wand, Harry's career as an Auror strikes me as something of a fan service move. The audience wants Harry to continue to be a badass for the rest of his life, and so J.K. Rowling gave that to us. But if we actually examine Harry's character throughout the books, we see that he doesn't care much for the action and heroics that he's constantly involved in. He's constantly searching for a peaceful, normal life, and is only really answering the call to heroism because he must, and because it's the right thing to do. I don't think that Harry, as a character, would actively choose a path of danger and violence like this, especially not if he's actually got a choice in the matter. I think his dream of being an Auror is more akin to a child's declaration of career. Like being a pirate or a gladiator. Sure, it seems cool in the moment, until you grow up a little bit and kind of understand the harsh realities that would accompany such a career, and instead move on to something more sensible. So, what would be a more sensible career path for Harry? Well, the Harry Potter fandom believes they've found the answer. Most people in the Harry Potter fandom seem to somewhat unanimously agree that Harry's perfect career is to go back to Hogwarts and become the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. Maybe even eventually the headmaster. And honestly, that is a really compelling ending. Throughout the books, Harry constantly refers to Hogwarts as his one true home, the place of refuge and safe haven from his tumultuous and, frankly, abusive childhood with the Dursleys. A place where he finally feels like he belongs.
He wanted to be stopped, to be dragged back, to be sent home. But he was home. Hogwarts was the first and best home he had ever known. He and Voldemort and Snape, the abandoned boys, had all found home here.
Harry's knack for teaching is brought to the forefront in Order of the Phoenix when Harry begins teaching his fellow students how to defend themselves during Voldemort's rise and the Ministry of Magic's refusal to allow the students to actually learn defensive spells. He channels his old defense against the dark arts teacher, Remus Lupin, as he guides his fellow pupils through defensive magic. I mean, a particularly strong indicator of Harry's ability as a teacher is his ability to draw out Neville Longbottom's latent potential, laying the foundation for his future bravery in the fight against Voldemort. Or Voldemort, if this was like 2001, I suppose. But while it makes for a compelling career for the boy who lived, I've always seen Harry's relationship with Hogwarts as something far more transitional and representative of childhood. See, Hogwarts is a safe haven for an abused, orphaned boy, a place where Harry is consistently protected and secure, insofar as one can be safe and secure when they have the world's greatest dark wizard set on murdering them, but still. But Hogwarts was about allowing Harry to grow into himself and build connections away from his abusive relatives. I think it would be difficult for Harry to truly return to Hogwarts, the same way it's hard for any child to revisit their places of safety as an adult and not see it for what it truly is. Beyond what their childlike wonder and imagination help turn the place itself into. And that's discounting the halls painted with his friend's blood. While I've always liked the idea of Harry being a teacher, on the surface at least, I think there's one career path in the wizarding world that truly suits Harry and makes sense for his character and the journey he went on. Harry Potter should have become a Quidditch star. From the moment Harry climbed on a broom, he was engulfed with a feeling of freedom, a sense that he'd finally found a skill that came to him effortlessly.
Harry ignored her. Blood was pounding in his ears. He mounted the broom and kicked hard against the ground, and up he soared. Air rushed through his hair and his robes whipped out behind him, and in a rush of fierce joy, he realized he'd found something he could do without being taught. This was easy. This was wonderful.
Quidditch has always been important to Harry throughout his schooling career, and it's consistently been something he's found great joy in participating in. It's even provided a means for Harry to forget about Voldemort throughout the series, with the anticipation for the Quidditch World Cup even being enough to drive thoughts of Voldemort murdering an old man clean out of Harry's mind. Quidditch also provides a connection to both his father James and his godfather Sirius Black, as James was a noteworthy Quidditch player at Hogwarts, and Sirius gifted Harry his firebolt. A career in Quidditch would also allow Harry to finally shed the yoke of responsibility he's carried around his neck since the age of 11, and indulge in some more light-hearted aspects of the wizarding world. His career wouldn't require him to carry the weight of the world, nor the responsibility of correctly molding the next generation. Instead, he can focus on having fun and enjoying himself in friendly competition, something I think we can all agree he's more than earned. Now, I can hear a lot of you already pointing out the big problem with this career path: the fame. Throughout the novels, Harry consistently dismisses fame as something he's never wanted nor sought, a characteristic Dumbledore even marks out as highly unique. And surely the fame that comes along with being an internationally renowned Quidditch star would make Harry uncomfortable? And I mean, there's definitely some truth to that, but I think throughout the books, Harry doesn't like the fact that his fame came at the cost of the lives of his parents, and due to an event that was completely out of his control.
I didn't ask. I didn't want. Voldemort killed my parents, Harry spluttered. I got famous because he murdered my family but couldn't kill me. Who wants to be famous for that?
And while it's true he may not necessarily enjoy the accompanying fame, I do think it would be something of a relief for Harry to be known not for defeating dark wizards, but for just playing a game really, really well. When you really stop and think about it, Harry was like the Leo Messi of Quidditch, and he chose to become a cop. It's strange. So, did Harry Potter get the ending he deserved? Well, Yes and no. I mean, becoming an Auror makes sense on the surface. It's what he said he wanted, and he's undeniably good at it. Well, I think when you peel back the layers of his character, it feels more like a continuation of the battles he was forced into, rather than a step towards, healing and peace. Harry didn't fight Voldemort because he necessarily wanted to. He did it because he had to, and he was the only one who could. What he really wanted was freedom, joy, normal life. And while teaching or even becoming headmaster would have given him meaning and a phenomenal legacy, I think a Quidditch career would have just let him finally live. Not for the prophecy, not for the bloody world, but for himself. And after everything Harry's been through, maybe the ending he deserved wasn't one of duty, but one of choice and fun. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Am I an idiot here, or am I onto something? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Man, I really enjoy Harry Potter. It's one of those stories that you always just, like, I feel at least, that I can always just return to and just really recapture that sense of, like, childhood wonder and just this complete escapism, honestly. I really hope the series is good, but God, do I doubt it. And that's a pity. But hey, at least we got the 7 books and 8 movies. So, with the anticipation for the Quidditch World Cup even being enough to drive thoughts of Voldemort, I'm usually far more articulate. Hopefully. I mean, I hope that comes across in the videos. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean any of it. I just got to know you. In between being wrong and being right, you were my first sign. It was the 4th of July. Oh god, I can't sing for shit.